In a world of noise, we choose clarity.
Go to the oppressed. Go to the downtrodden. Go to the exploited. Go to the people who don't know who they are, who are lost and common with themselves, and who are strangers in a land that is not theirs. Go to those people. Go to the slaves. Go to the second-class citizens. Go to the ones who are suffering the brunt of Caesar's brutality. And if Jesus were here in America today, he wouldn't be going to the white man. The white man is the oppressor. He would be going to the oppressed. He would be going to the humble. He would be going to the lowly. He would be going to the rejected and the despised. He would be going to the so-called American Negro.
Basically, we're poor righteous teachers. And we strive to civilize people that don't have no knowledge of themselves. If a person is living a life of wickedness or doing evil,
in a world
it's
of
our duty to civilize people as fathers to them, strive to educate them, to put them on the proper path.
In a world of noise,
sin, bondage, come on, getting kicked around in life and taken advantage of, to another place, a good place, a land that flows with milk and honey. How many of y'all think that sounds like a better deal? I'll take milk and honey over bondage and beatings any day of the week.
These people want to be rich, talk about it, be it. Cash is ready to be soldiers, talk about it, be it. Hands is ready to go to war, talk about it, be it. Heads is ready to set it all, talk about it, be it.
And yo, this shit gonna be apocalyptic, huh?
Yeah. You can't even blame the elite. The leaders on their job. They doing what they need to do. We need to start paying more attention to the shit that matter, and rather than skin color and all that silly shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If aliens just come right now to this planet, we all be picking them guns together, fighting them motherfuckers. So the shit they keep us fighting against each other about. You know what I'm saying? They keep the poor fighting while them niggas, don't say all the different groups, they keep us fighting amongst ourselves, like the blacks and the whites and the Spanish and the that, the gays and the that, all them different groups. When you rich, all them niggas in the same room right now drinking a cocktail.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Democrat, Republican, all them niggas in the same room right now dancing to some jazz and all that shit.
Yeah, God. Yeah, the racism shit is for the bench warmers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's for the bench warmers. For peace.
Peace and blessings, my brother.
Peace.
The blessings. Look at all of us, man. They're like three old pimps, son. Everybody got a gray beard.
Wow.
You the only one.
My shit ain't totally gray, but yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pardon me, my brother.
Civilized wisdom, God.
Yeah, maturity.
Nah, that's peace.
Yeah, how you doing?
Absolutely, God.
Blessings.
I'm glad that I love. I know all these women, all these sisters, all these females ain't bitches. I know all these women, all these sisters, all these females ain't bitches. I know all these women, all these sisters, all these females ain't bitches. I know all these women, all these sisters. I'm glad that I love.
The age difference, right, between man and woman type of shit, right? And the God pretty much said, you like to date younger women, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a limit to that? Do you have a limit to an age, or you just,
Well, I think my limit is when it's uncomfortable. Like, 19-year-olds, they remind me, my daughter's, she gonna be in the double digits soon, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's been that long?
Like, I don't like baby face. No, she's 8. She's not, but I don't like baby faces and stuff like that. But a lot of young ladies in like their 20s especially, you know what I'm saying? And I'm 56, the 20s and in the 30s and stuff like that. A lot of those women are interested in the gray beard. They see the gray beard and they connect that with some kind of maturity or some kind of thing like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they have daddy issues. I don't know.
Right. All right. But far as you don't think like when you you 56, right? And
Yeah.
so you said like 26. That's like a 30-year age difference, right? And and pretty much that could be like your granddaughter, 30 years, right? So, well, let me see. Let me just make sure I'm right with that. Granddaughter.
Well, also, wait, hold on. Like, one of the issues here, like, I had wished that maybe we could have done this when I was like, inside on a location, because the train sounds is a little distracting. But
No, it's not coming out and recording. It don't really scare it on my end.
alright. But the thing is like, it's not like a fetish, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like go around like ogling the younger women like, this wouldn't be, but at the same time, it's like, sometimes, you see some like especially a fatty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, so it's not morally challenging to you. Like, in other words, dating somebody that could be your daughter or your granddaughter, like that don't like bother you. Like in other words, like even if I'm listening, God.
My daughter, like I said, my daughter's 8. So, I guess, like, to me, so, I mean, my daughter's 8, so obviously my daughter's mother she ain't even hit 40 yet, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? So she's obviously also younger than me. But the thing is like, to me, that would affect, I would say, someone that has a daughter in her early teens or a granddaughter, because, I started late. I mean, you brothers might have a lot older, like offspring, you know what I'm saying, that fall right around it. And to me, that would be disturbing to you. But the thing is like, it's always mutual, man. It's like, to me, it's like, I haven't been in love with a youngin', and I haven't like set aside like, okay, this is somebody that I'm gonna build a family with, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I do exist in that mental framework where it's like women are like, it's not the expectation is not a family and a future together and that kind of stuff. The expectation is like, hey man, almost like a fetish relationship, like I think you're attractive, you think I'm attractive, we have like interesting conversations. And like certain things, like the older women, I don't want to have a relationship with an older woman right now either,
It's because why? You know what I'm saying? Like explain that more. Like, what's the difference between dating a younger woman and an older woman?
Like, the difference between dating a younger woman and dating an older woman is like a younger woman, well, with both the younger and the older women, it's a curiosity. It's not like, I remember back in the days when a woman used to inspire you to the fact where you'd be like, yo, I'ma wipe this up. You know what I'm saying? But that wipe this up phase is like, it's very, that's like a needle in a haystack, because most people, men and women, were broken. You know what I'm saying? And the older you get, it's like,
more broken you are.
Maybe not more broken. I wouldn't say more broken, because a lot of people that have been broken, they completely redefine themselves and they become renewed, and that's a whole different aspect.
I used to only dream to get the money, son. I used to only dream to get dope. I used to only dream to make the cheddar right. Take some cash and trick it on yo. Watch your mouth. I used to only dream to get the money. I used to only dream to make gold. I used to only dream to get the cheddar right. Take a mill and change it to four. Shit, change.
Let me ask you this, King. Let me ask you this. How old are you?
I'm 21, about to be 22.
You still learning yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You still learning yourself. But see, you have an attraction to an older woman, and they have an attraction to you. I think they call y'all now YNs. Mm-hmm. They call y'all YNs. You know what I'm saying? So like, everything that you learned, that you done went through, is part of your education. But the truth be told, you ain't been educated yet. you still have to go through more education to be how we said it, God, to be able to sit at the table with the bosses. You got to be a boss. So, you know, as Bob Marley said in one of his songs, no woman, no cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be a man yet until you cry.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And some brothers will tell you, I ain't never cried, I ain't never do this, but in all actually facts, yo, these bros will make your mental turn you upside down if you ain't the strong one.
Yeah, hell yeah. Exactly. And I think that's why, and it's crazy because not only am I attracted to older women, but older women are what's attracted to me. That's what I attract. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in order for me to even, and what I notice is, in order for me to even attract the older woman, I have to be at a certain type of mentality, whereas she doesn't see me as my age, but as my mindset, you know? So if I have the mindset, and like you do said, I have a whole lot of learning to do. I'm always seeking knowledge. Like, knowledge is power and knowledge is limitless. You can have no limit to knowledge.
But let me ask you this about that. You said that they're attracted to you and you are attracted to them, right? So when you are attracted to, let's get a ballpark figure on maybe what's the oldest woman you've been with?
When I was 17, and it was what? She was what, 33?
33?
That's the reverse of what Sean do.
Yeah, when I was 17, this guy.
You see what I'm saying?
When I was 17, Shorty was 33, yeah.
So
and then,
so that's right.
Hell no.
That's right.
Hell no.
You under 83.
I wouldn't, alright, cool. And then, okay, I can see what you're saying, because at the time, like you did say, I needed knowledge, and there was a lot that I did not know about that situation, and that's why it ended up the way it did. And that's another thing, because even before that, I was dealing with a teacher. I was dealing with a teacher, bro. This is when I was working at, I got into FedEx. I got into FedEx when I was like 16, 17. You're not supposed to work at FedEx unless you're 18 plus. So I'm in a warehouse with a bunch of grown ass women, and I'm underage. You know what I'm saying? These bitches, this part-time job for them. You know what I'm saying? So they got regular, real life shit going on. Some of them are nurses, some of them are teachers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm mingling. I catch a teacher. She is Hispanic. But this is the thing, this is why I say different cultures, because Spanish people, they like that, bro. Like older women, they like young men over there in DR and Puerto Rico and Colombia and them type of places. So I was able, at a young age, I was always able to get women.
So this is happening on both ends, the men and the women.
How you know women do that shit too, bro? Women do that shit too. Girls do that shit too.
But women don't look at it as bad as if it would have been a man do it.
Of course not, because they're more discreet with it. They're more discreet with it, bro. They're way more discreet.
They call them stellars, you know? Those are stellars, God.
Telling you, bro.
You know,
everything that a woman feels as if that's bad in a man, I tell women this all the time. If you feel like what is bad in a man, you have to look at yourself too, because women do the exact same thing. At least one time in your life, you have done that thing. Let's not all keep it a buck. Let's put it flat on the table, because we're all adults. We're all grown as shit. We know right from wrong from when we come out that womb. If nobody has taught you, then you need to say that. We could express ourselves in different manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a different smoothness when you're talking to women, because especially women that don't know. Because a lot of women don't know. They've never had that father figure. They've never had that man to teach them. A lot of women don't know how to even, when you ask a woman, how do you take care of a man? She's gonna say cook, clean, and all that other basic shit. She can't get into detail on how to take care of a man. Because nowadays, we don't got those grandmothers that iron clothes, and they press your uniform in the morning and make sure say you have lunch before you go out to work, and when you come back home, she just little shit, bro. My grandmother used to wash hands by clothes. I used to watch her knit blankets, all that kind of shit, bro. Women don't have those kind of hobbies anymore. Knowing how to bake, knowing how to fucking make certain kind of things within our household. If you want me to be a man's man, I know how to fucking build houses. I know how to put up shit. I know how to change tires on cars, light bulbs, electricity, bro. I gain skills that a man is supposed to have. So when I want a woman with skills that are feminine. in a feminine place. Okay, I could learn how to knit, but why the fuck would I go learn how to knit when I got a wife at home that knits?
Did you do it? Now cipher God, I let that savage God, live. Did you do it? Now cipher God, I let that savage God, live. Did you do it? Now cipher God, I let that savage live. Did you do it? Now cipher God, I let the savage live.
They become renewed, you know, and that's a whole different aspect to it. And I like that, you know, I like a fresh attitude, and to me that's the difference between an older woman and a younger woman to me, because it's both. At the end of the day, it's not something, and this could be, you can take it how you want to take it with this, man. It's not like I'm not trying to develop a relationship and have a wife or anything like that. It's mostly like curiosity and like a break in the loneliness, or something to, like, you know, physical, more like a physical thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You don't see that as like, because like if you 56, you live the life, right?
I'm listening.
Right, you live the life. Now, for a woman, a female that's like 20-some years old, you don't think that you're taking away her chances of building and elevating with someone she could bond with, like in her age group. Like, in other words, you know, they go through the process of life of learning, like a family would. Like you said, it's a physical thing, right?
Yeah.
So then you ain't really interested in teaching and civilizing or nothing. You just want to hit that.
But the thing is, that's also the thing. It's like, because that is part of the interest, mostly for the younger women, is that they want to be around someone that they can learn from. I think a lot of younger women that deal with older men, and they find that the older men, they just older version of these young cats that ain't about nothing, and just want to take advantage of them physically. You know what I'm saying? But then some older dudes, they teach him about kindness. They teach him, you know what I'm saying? Like, most the young women that I deal with, we have a very friendly, and like, that mentorship comes into place. A lot of conversations come about, like, how can I overcome certain obstacles? But those conversations usually happen after the sex. You know what I'm saying? Because the sex,
and don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you know, the sex comes first. You see what I'm saying? It starts there, but then it usually doesn't end up in like a abusive thing, like they're in a situation where somebody's trying to take advantage of them, or like you know, like a lot of aggressive behavior, you know, that might, you know. So once that's established, any woman, I think, old or young, they're comfortable, then that's like conversation, and that's like, oh man, that's like communication, and that's like that's like extreme. Huh?
I don't mean to cut your wisdom. Like, you know, I understand, you know, a woman wanting an older man, but my thing is, where do you draw the line? Like 30 and 35 year age difference, right? That's like dating somebody, like, you know, well, you started late. You know what I mean? Like, I got a daughter. I'm only 53. My daughter is 30. You know,
how old is your daughter?
My daughter is 30. She about to be 31.
And you're 53.
Yeah.
So you're actually younger than me by 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
My thing is, and it's just me, I'm speaking for me, I can't date nobody my daughter's age. Like, you feel me? Like, cause I think that will, you know, like, I think my daughter will look at me as a type of weirdo, like me dating one of her friends or some shit. Like, you see what I'm saying? So my thing is, every woman loves an older man, but it's like, where do you draw the line? Like, what's the, you know, where do you draw the line with the gap in the age? Like, you feel me? Like, you don't think 30 years is pretty excessive?
Well, as far as culture goes, you know, like in other culture, elder days, a long time ago, like the family would look for like someone with even a wider age gap than that to marry their young, unspoiled, beautiful daughter. You know, they would look for that older guy because he represented some kind of security, some kind of wealth, some kind of influence, or something like that, like a certain life for their daughter, and that's what they looked for. So now, I mean, ain't that much older guys out there that, you know, those relationships are based on a whole different culture than our culture. So that's what I'm saying is it's all based on the culture, man. It's like, you know, even biblical days is like, you know, back in biblical days, those dudes are supposed to live for hundreds of years, and they constantly had new wives and young, fresh punani.
In a world of noise, we choose clarity.
Go to the oppressed. Go to the downtrodden. Go to the exploited. Go to the people who don't know who they are, who are lost and common with themselves, and who are strangers in a land that is not theirs. Go to those people. Go to the slaves. Go to the second-class citizens. Go to the ones who are suffering the brunt of Caesar's brutality. And if Jesus were here in America today, he wouldn't be going to the white man. The white man is the oppressor. He would be going to the oppressed. He would be going to the humble. He would be going to the lowly. He would be going to the rejected and the despised. He would be going to the so-called American Negro.
Basically, we're poor righteous teachers. And we strive to civilize people that don't have no knowledge of themselves. The person is living a life of wickedness or doing evil.
In a world
it's
of
our duty to
noise,
civilize people as
we
Bible
choose
students. We
clarity.
strive to educate them, to put them on the proper path.
In a world of noise, we
Sin,
choose.
bondage, come on, getting kicked around in life and taken advantage of, to another place, a good place, a land that flows with milk and honey. How many of y'all think that sounds like a better deal? I'll take milk and honey over bondage and beatings any day of the week.